Cinderella. Cinderella lived in a big house. She was always busy. Her two stepsisters made her work hard.
Cinderella, sweep the floor. Cinderella, wash the dishes, make the beds, clean the windows.
Cinderella's work was never done. Her stepsisters spent half the day telling Cinderella what to do. They spent the other half trying to make themselves pretty.
Cinderella, brush my hair. Cinderella, tie my bow. Powder my nose, fasten my buttons.
One day a letter arrived at the house.
There is to be a ball at the palace. We are invited,
shouted the stepsisters. Am I invited? asked Cinderella.
Even if you are, you cannot go,
said her stepsisters.
You will be too busy getting us ready.
The day of the ball came. The stepsisters kept Cinderella very busy indeed. There was so much to do. Poor Cinderella did not know what to do first. At last the stepsisters had gone, and the house was quiet. Cinderella sat by the fire and began to cry. If only I could go to the ball, she wept. You shall go to the ball, said a voice behind her. Cinderella jumped up in surprise. She thought she was alone in the house. Who are you? she gasped. I am your fairy godmother, said the stranger. I have come to get you ready for the ball. Bring me a pumpkin, said the fairy godmother. She turned the pumpkin into a coach. Bring me 4 white mice, said the fairy godmother. She turned the mice into 4 white horses. Bring me 3 lizards, said the fairy godmother. They became a coach driver and 2 footmen. I cannot go to the ball dressed in rags, said Cinderella sadly. The fairy godmother waved her magic wand once more. Cinderella's rags turned into a beautiful ball gown. Her bare feet were covered with dainty glass slippers. Now you are ready for the ball, said the fairy godmother. But first a warning. You must leave before the clock strikes 12. At 12 everything will change back again. I will remember, said Cinderella. Thank you, dear fairy godmother. Cinderella danced all night with the prince. Her stepsisters saw her, but they did not know it was Cinderella. They thought she was a princess. Cinderella was so happy she forgot all about the fairy godmother's warning. Then the palace clock began to strike the chimes of midnight. 1, 2, 3. I must go, cried Cinderella, and she ran from the palace. Stop, stop, cried the prince. Cinderella did not hear him. As she ran down the palace steps, she lost one of her glass slippers. 10, 11, 12. The beautiful gown turned into rags. The coach turned into a pumpkin. The mice and the lizards ran away. The prince found her glass slipper lying on the palace steps. He called to a footman, Take this slipper and find it soda. I will marry the girl it fits. The footman travelled all over the kingdom with the slipper. It fitted no one. At last he came to the house where Cinderella lived.
Let me try it,
said one of the stepsisters. She snatched the slipper from the footman.
Look,
she cried,
a perfect fit. No, it is not,
shouted the other stepsister.
Your heel is hanging out. Give it to me.
She snatched the glass slipper. It didn't fit her either, though. She tried to pretend that it did. It didn't fit her either, though she tried to pretend that it did. "Is there anyone else in the house who should try the slipper?" asked the footman.
No,
Said both stepsisters together. "Yes, there is," said their father. "Cinderella has not tried it yet."
the prince would never marry her.
Laughed the stepsisters. "The prince said everyone must try the slipper," said the footman. It fitted Cinderella perfectly. Her stepsisters were so surprised they fainted. The stepsisters still looked surprised when the prince and Cinderella were married. The end.